So recently I've been bragging in my videos about how I unlocked one of the best moneymakers in the game, which is getting noted Dagonoth bones at DKs. Basically, really simply, I completed the Elite Fremi Diaries, and whenever I kill a Dagonoth King, his bone will be in a noted form, so I can bulk all the bones I get and really just make a lot more profit than usual. Now, don't get me wrong, it still is a great moneymaker. However, I think I underestimated Dagonoth Kings a little bit because I saw all these guys saying like, oh yeah, once you get the noted bones drops and you have good gear, you can get 150 kills a trip. Well, you know, I was only getting like 45 kills a trip. It was pretty rough. I guess I just haven't really learned the spawns yet completely, and the rotations, and you know, prayer flicking there can really help, especially when there's two on you at the same time. So that's definitely something that I need to work on. I think I did 3 or 4 trips there, and I'm just going to show you guys the loot I got so far. I got some drops, but also going to show you some other things like my setup and some things that happen there that don't really involve killing the Dagonoth Kings. So setup-wise, it's pretty simple. I definitely don't have a max setup. In fact, I heard that using Staff of the Dead and Arcane are a bit better, and there's some other things that I can improve on, like maybe a Varric skirt. And obviously, I'm not on a Slayer task, and that's a pretty big point. I believe that you should always be doing a Dagonoth task at Dagonoth Kings if you have the Fremi Elites done on a Slayer task. If that was a bit fast, sorry for saying that like that. But you basically do a lot more damage to the Dagonoth Kings with a Slayer helm on if you're on a task. And if you're just doing this not on a task, you won't be doing as much damage. Now, it's still very possible to make great profit and get lots of kills per trip without the Slayer helm, but it can definitely help. But this is what my gear looks like. It's pretty simple. You guys can critique it, criticize it however you want. I'm definitely still just learning this. I'm not saying I'm an expert at this. I probably am doing this pretty badly, but I'm just learning. I'm having fun with it, and I think that's the right attitude to have it to go into. So yeah, that's my gear at the moment. It mainly just focuses on the prayer bonus with some other bonuses as well. But I mean, I had a lot of fun doing this. I really enjoy PVM. That's really click intensive. It's not really just AFK. That's why I'm not a huge God Wars Dungeon fan. I just wait around all the time for the respawn of the boss. But Dagonoth Kings is like, you can't really ever rest. You know what I'm saying? You always have to be looking at your screen, always checking your prayer and stuff like that, which is why I find it very fun. So yeah, it's definitely a fun few trips, but I definitely need to learn and get a bit better. For those of you who have solo DKs or solo trio DKs, please let me know below any tips you guys have for a newbie like me to help me improve, because those would definitely make the future videos a lot better, and hopefully I'll be getting a lot more kills per trip and getting a lot more money. So drops wise, I, as usual, did not get the best drops, but I did get drops. So the first one I got was a Dragon Axe. Then on that same trip, we got a Warrior Ring. So I was pretty happy. You know, the first trip there, I get Dragon Axe Warrior Ring. Not the best drops, but still drops that make the trip worth it. Next trip, I didn't get a single drop. I just got noted Dagonoth bones, as usual. And then after that, I got a Mud Battle Staff and a Seer's Ring. So those are the drops I got that trip. Now, the amazing thing about the Fremi Elite Diaries is that you obviously can always pick up the bones. Now, if it weren't for those noted bones that I got on those trips would not have been worth it. I would have lost money. But because of the bones, you make your money back or you make profit. So that's really useful. It's really helpful. I'm happy. Like, I never lost money going there, even though I spent a lot on Sanfew Serums, Restore, Super Combats, stuff like that. So the Fremi Elite, definitely a lifesaver, even if you're not getting any of the big drops. So one thing that happened to me actually 3 times while I was there was getting crashed. As you guys saw in the beginning of the video, this big guy comes in here and I says, hey, I was soloing, man, you mind hopping? And he says, was. And I was just like, what? But people just don't care. The thing about Dagonoth Kings is they're very packed all the time, especially on weekends, and people have no patience on this game. So they're going to crash you. They don't care about what you think, you know, it's just pixels. But I mean, personally, me, like, I would never crash somebody. That's I don't know, I'd feel really bad. So I always wait for like 25 minutes until I find a free world. But some people are just like, nope, screw you, man. I'm taking your worlds. But yeah, definitely an issue. I maybe wouldn't mind instant DK's world. That'd be something to bring up to the old school team. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? But yeah, anyways, let's get to the loops. So these are the drops I picked up in 3 trips. I know not that many. I may have picked up a couple other things, but I didn't get them. They weren't that big of drops if I remember them. So these are the big ones. But let's go ahead and check out what I did without the Dagonoth bones. So without the Dagonoth bones, we're looking at just under $1 mil. So that's okay. Could be better. But again, I don't have the Archer's Ring or Berserker Ring, which would make this a lot bigger of a price check. But again, I didn't get lucky with that, so no big deal. But we have the big one, the Dagonoth bones, which is 1.5 mil right there. So that brings our total up to 2.5 mil. Now, I can tell you I did make profit from this. If anything, I'd say it's about a 1.5 mil profit, which I guess is okay considering I didn't get, like I said, the Berserker Ring or the Archer's Ring or any of the big drops. I didn't get a pet either. I'd love to get a pet sometime at DK's. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I guess that's okay for the trip. Maybe not as big as you guys were expecting, but I will continue doing this. I will continue getting better at it and hopefully have some nice bigger loots for you in the future. I'll definitely be doing like a 50 trip thing to Dagonoth Kings just over a long period of time, and you guys will see the loot I get and I'll get better at it. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like and a comment if you enjoyed it, and leave a suggestion for my next video. Maybe, you never know what I'll do. Maybe I'll take your video suggestion and use it. Hope you guys will do that. yeah, that was a really weird outro. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Hope to see you next time. Everyone, and peace.